Hey everyone, this is DeAnna, and I'm so excited to have a very special training today with Steve Wayne. Steve, are you on the line with me today?
I am.
Wonderful. So Steve, let me ask you a few questions before we get started today. What exactly are you going to be sharing with us, and why don't you tell us a little bit about you and your background and why you're here today?
Sure, that sounds great. Well, thanks a lot for having me. Certainly appreciate the opportunity. So my name's Steve Wayne. I'm with NoteMarketPlace, and yeah, NoteMarketPlace is a listing platform for real estate notes. You know, I actually personally have a background in commercial real estate. I did commercial real estate brokerage for a number of years, and I also have an internet background with a commercial real estate data company as well. And necessity is the mother of invention, right? The challenge that I've seen out there in the marketplace has been really a lack of liquidity for real estate notes. I mean, there's ways that you can obviously sell them, and certainly you can dig up deals, but to date there hasn't been a really open and transparent way to find lots of inventory, as well as find as well as list deals for sale. So we basically decided to create this website as a means to make it easier for people that are doing note brokerage or doing investing in notes directly, just to make it easier to buy and sell.
Fantastic. So how long have you been in the business exactly?
Well, my real estate career dates back to 2004 as an investor, as well as a broker. And then in 2008, I started a company called Prospect Now, which is a database of every commercial property owner in the country. And so that catalogs 10 million commercial properties, and we basically license that information out to anybody that needs to contact building owners. So that was kind of the intro on the tech side of it. And NoteMarketPlace is just one of those really exciting, relatively new ventures that's been launched this year. And since we've launched the site, it's been pretty exciting. We've had thousands of visitors come to the site. There's been hundreds of notes that have been posted on the site. And so it's fast becoming a standard and a great platform for note investors.
Fantastic. Well, I'm excited to hear from you. I know you're seasoned. You know what you're talking about. For everyone on today's call, I want you to get a pen and paper out, because you'll need to take notes and pay close attention to what Steve has to share with us. And with that being said, Steve, I am going to go ahead and let you take it away with your presentation.
Outstanding. So you can see my screen okay here, DeAnna?
We sure can.
Okay, great. Well, again, I just want to thank everybody again for the opportunity here. I think that really this time period for this business is just really exciting. And I was, in addition to a real estate background, prior to that I was involved in the Bay Area here in the Silicon Valley in the .com bubble. And one thing I learned from that, and one thing I took away from that, was that the best time to get into the tech space was actually after that bubble burst. And what I just find so fascinating about this, the note and private money industry, is that the timing is really good in terms of buying and selling and the opportunity to really create wealth. So I think that the timing is right for NoteMarketPlace, and we're just excited to be able to bring something like this to you in a way that really helps everybody's business. So what you see in front of you here is an overview of the site, and if you come to the home page, the first thing you'll notice is the inventory is available. It's easily accessible, and it's by design. We're doing this to make it easy for people to access the inventory and see what's for sale. And our sellers are able to get direct access to people that come to visit the site. So one of the first things that I would highlight is our mission here is not necessarily to get in the middle. We're not a brokerage company ourselves. Our goal is to help you as a seller find qualified leads, and you as a buyer or a broker find deals. And so because of that, it makes the process quick and fast to be able to contact note sellers directly or brokers that are posting the notes for sale. So that's one of the first things I want to highlight about the site. It's transparent and it's open, and the inventory is immediately accessible and available. So now if you scroll down at the top here, you'll see these are featured listings. You can click on any one of these. Typically, the information you're going to see is interest rate, UPB, the most recent property valuation or BTO, if somebody's done that. Granted, this information is coming from the seller, so everybody's expecting to do their own due diligence, and you're going to end up ultimately contacting the seller or the broker directly. But that's the information. And so as you scroll down here, then we've got 3 categories, okay? And these categories are broken up by non-performing notes, performing notes, and then new loans to funds. So these would be, if you've got a specific deal that you need financing for, maybe it's private money financing that you need, you can post up the specific deal. And actually, that's gotten a lot of traffic as well. There's been a lot of folks that have been able to fund deals through that mechanism. But I think the most interesting stuff is the actual notes that are for sale. So you can see as of this recording, there's over 200 non-performing notes, 16 performing notes. And as you scroll down, this is the these are just the notes that have been posted most recently in order of the most recent notes. So if we just take a look at some of these, this one is a performing note posted by the seller 23 hours ago. Here's a new loan to fund, a couple of those here. There's really some interesting deals up here. And ultimately, as you drill down on this, if you find something that you're interested in, to get contact or in contact with the seller, it's really easy. Let's just take an example here, okay? So I'm going to click on one of these, okay? And this gives me the basic information on the note. So the seller's looking to sell this for approximately $8,000. They've got the UPB here at 40, interest rate, term, remaining term. And if you're selling a note, it's free to list on the website. So I would encourage anybody that's got something that's legitimately for sale, you can go up there and post it. And that's one of the things that makes it so nice is that it's quick and easy to put listings up, and it's also quick and easy to find deals. So if you look at this deal, and let's just say I was interested here, okay? What I can do is just click on this tab right here and click contact, and then I would just put my name in here, my email, my phone number, a little blurb about what I'd like to, I want to get more information on this note. Specifically, maybe I want to get the address, whatever due diligence items the seller has, so that you can work yourself, through the due diligence process. And once you make that connection with the seller, then you're in business, right? You two are negotiating that deal back and forth. So as a buyer, you do have the opportunity to come in and filter by a lot of different parameters and drill down on the notes that you're interested in. So if I click on a category, for example, and I click on non-performing notes, I can actually filter by the price. So here's a little filter right here. Let's say my price range, I want to spend, $0 to $23,000. So I got 235 right here. If I refine my results, now I get down to 128. So that's the process there for just filtering by your price range. And then you can just look through these and see which ones you're interested in. And, I encourage everybody to contact, the sellers and see if you can negotiate a deal. What we're finding is more and more listings are being posted on the site. It's driving more traffic. It's the benefit of what we call a network effect, right? The more the industry rallies around this platform, which is happening, the more inventory that shows up, and the more inventory that shows up, the more people that want to come to it. So that's what makes it fun, and that's what makes it for us an opportunity to help create some liquidity, because I really think that's the thing that's necessary. If you think about it, the real estate world itself, the actual properties, there's plenty of sites out there to find real estate for sale, right? There's Zillow, there's Trulia, Realtor.com. There are a lot fewer platforms out there with significant inventory and ease of access to the sellers and the brokers for the note business. But the irony of this is that there's as much real estate debt out there as there are properties, maybe more if you count seconds and what have you. So we're just excited about the opportunity, and we're excited about being able to provide investors with more and more to choose from. So if you're a seller, I'm just going to briefly walk you through how you might post something. So this is the big button right here, right? Add listings for free. You just click on that. And this is where you go through the process of submitting your listing. So you're going to choose the category that you want. So let's say I've got a performing note that I want to sell. So I just select that and then just click go. And the rest is pretty self-explanatory here, right? I mean, you're going to go through each one of these fields. You'll notice that not everything is required. But as a general rule, I think the more you can put in the site, the better the quality of lead you're going to get. The more information, the better, because then the seller's going to know, or I'm sorry, the buyer's going to know, exactly what it is that they're dealing with, and that makes it easier for you. So these are the fields here. If you have a question on a field, you can just mouse over on it, and it will tell you, okay, what it is. This is what the note payment is, last payment amount, last payment date. Are there delinquent taxes? If so, how much? And so you can go through this and learn all about that. You can also put in images, and that's it. So basically what will happen is then you'll post it, and then we have a quick review process just to make sure you're going to get the maximum exposure and it's properly structured, and then it goes online. And that's the process. So it's pretty straightforward. And we're really looking forward to everybody's success with the platform and continued advancement of it. So if anybody has questions, certainly you can reach out to us. Our email address down here at the bottom, support@notemarketplace.com, and we'll get back to you promptly if you have any questions about it. But the platform's growing. There's tons of inventory up here, and it's growing day by day. So we encourage you to go on there, check it out, and definitely appreciate the opportunity to be with you, DeAnna, and hope that this is valuable for everybody.
Thank you so much. That's awesome. I really do appreciate that. How wonderful. So this is a great tool for you guys to be – I'm sorry?
I just said, yeah, it's exciting stuff. But, yeah, go ahead.
It is exciting. So I hope everyone is paying attention to what we were talking about, because Steve was sharing some wonderful information with you. And I definitely think you should be using the site, and this is what you should be doing. So I hope you wrote it down. I hope you took notes. And is there anything else that you want to share with us today, Steve?
I don't think so. I think that covers it, really. I'm excited about the potential here, and if people, our goal really is to help investors find the right deal for them and help sellers move their inventory. It's not too complicated, but it's definitely a worthy endeavor, and I think it's something the market desperately needs. So.
Wonderful. Well, thanks so much for jumping on the call with us today and sharing that information with us. And everyone that's on the call, you have the information on where to go to get this information. So, Steve, thank you again. And everyone, thanks for being on today's training. We appreciate you. You guys have a wonderful day.
Thanks a lot. Bye.